Hey guys, welcome to the Sim Racing Paddock. I'm William Marsh, and this is an exclusive first look at the Trak Racer FS3 Wheel Stand. About a month ago, I was sent the wheel stand, and I've finally gotten around to building it and test driving it, and I gotta say, I am really liking this wheel stand. This wheel stand will normally retail for $250, however, for a limited time you're able to get it for $174. And I gotta say, this might be an extremely good deal. This is a rather unique wheel stand design, featuring a wide four-legged approach to the wheel stand. The stand is pre-drilled for all mass-market sim racing wheels, pedals, and shifters. For this first test drive, I tested with the Fanatec CSL Elite PS4 wheel and the Clubsport pedals V3. For the full review, I'll test out with more wheel, pedal, and shifter combinations, but for this first test drive, I wanted to use this combination. Before we get started, I wanted to share a brief blurb on building the wheel stand, and this was one of the easiest builds I have had of a sim racing wheel stand or cockpit or anything of the sort. The instructions were incredibly accessible, very easy to understand, and it did a great job telling you where everything goes. The parts came together quite nicely, and it felt really rigid as I was building it. One other thing I want to mention is that this wheel stand has a new custom machine screw that actually provides a really good feel. Also, in a creative touch, for the pedal adjustments, they have a custom double-threaded screw design, which means you can adjust the pedal incline without fully removing the screw. This is a rather genius idea, and I wish Trak Racer would retroactively install this on all of their cockpits. These screws are that good. But enough about the construction, let's talk about how this feels while driving. Now, the first thing to consider is this is a wheel stand. It is not a cockpit, so this is not going to have that rigidity of a dedicated cockpit. With that being said, this is an incredibly sturdy wheel stand. There is a natural amount of flex and wiggling that is to be said about any wheel stand, and this one's no exception. However, in driving conditions, I found this flex and wiggling to be negligible, and I easily toned out this wiggling. It should also be mentioned that I'm driving on carpet, which is a little less sturdy in itself than, say, hardwood or concrete or tile. With that being said, this was an incredibly sturdy cockpit, and after a few laps I was feeling at home with it. The pedal plate also really struck me as being really solid. The pedal plate is slightly more reinforced and slightly wider than on other Trak Racer cockpits, and you could really tell. Driving with the Clubsport pedals, I felt virtually no pedal flex whatsoever. It allowed me to be quite confident in my braking and led to a very good feeling overall. While for this first test drive, I didn't test with the shifter, I did a little bit of shaking it, and I think it's going to be very sturdy as well. I will definitely do a lot of testing of that before my full review is released. But the bottom line is, I am really impressed by this wheel stand. I've only tested a couple wheel stands, those being the Fanatec Rennsport wheel stand and the Next Level Racing wheel stand, but I will state that this blows those two out of the water. In terms of the stability, in terms of the feel and the adjustability, getting the wheel stand to match what I want, this really does a great job. I am really excited to do some further testing, and I'll hopefully have the review out for you guys in the next couple weeks. So what do you think of this wheel stand? Let us know in the comments. Also, if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button down below and help keep us on track. For the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a great rest of your day.